we're going to look at some big hands because we've only looked at some average openable hands and weak ones. Now we're going to look at some strong openings, which is 2 clubs. And we're going to look at some responses to it, and finally some principles of fast arrival to gauge your final contract. Back in my days, where auction bridge was very popular, including jumping up to the early days of Contract Bridge. Strong 2's openings were very popular. They show more than half the full points of the full pack, which is 40 divided by 2, that's 20 points or more. Any responses were forced into game except 2 no trump as the artificial negative bid, which means that one does not have enough to go to game. Some systems, such as on Vienna's, went further, asking for partners' controls, which we're going to look after. They usually refer high cards. But things have changed when all strong hands integrated to 2 clubs, freeing up the rest for other uses, including weak 2s, like we learned before. As for history, you can refer to my 234th and a half anniversary lecture on suit prints. I've done a good research on it because they're very interesting to look at. So here it is, the strong 2 club opening bid. Now this is the part we haven't looked at yet. It basically indicates 22 high card points or more. It also shows hands of 8.5 tricks or more when counted from the top. Of course, the trick refers to quick tricks if lucky enough. And the original words were within a trick from game, which is 9 in no trump and 10 in major suit. And on minor suit, it would be 11. Note that it's not just a trick from game. You should be careful with the words here, as if you are reading contracts and terms of services in real life. Yes, YouTube has their own terms of services for sure, and I'm trying to keep them safe because I want to be careful not to be against YouTube's stuffs. Also with 8.5 tricks or less, preamps are better. Remember this yardstick? It's about opening balanced hands. With 22 points or more, you get through 2 clubs and get to the right level of no trump on your rebid. Traditionally, 3 no trump openings were for 25 through 27 high card points. But it's so rare that this hand type got shifted through 2 clubs. Yeah, this was an old treatment since strong 2s as well. If you ever hear about references regarding Goren or Herbertson, chances are they'll be likely regarding them. And systems are on after these balanced hands. That is, Stayman, Jacobi transfers, and Texas transfers are on. Except that you would have to bid at the 3 level. Or maybe 4 after 3 no trump. Also, here are the ranges for rebids over 4 no trump. They're quite rare for sure, but it's worth noting. And now 2 responses to strong 2 club opening. So the point is that you should respond to a forcing bid other than pass. If you have a bid of points of 3 to 7, you bid an artificial 2 diamond bid, which shows waiting. It's the lowest bid available after 2 clubs. If your hand isn't adequate enough to do a positive response, which is from 2 spades, indicating a good suit and 8 points or more, you could wait on and show your suit on your next bid. Or if you have less points, you could do something called a cheaper minor. To show that you have less points, but it's kinda complex. That's why there's the 2 part as negative, which is alertable. It shows 0 to 2 points, or not so great 3 high card points, which is in queens and jacks. However, 3 high card points in a single king is decent. switching the classic 2 heart and 2 no trump response. So this change allows 2 no trump to show hearts. This was devised by the father of transfer bits, Oswald Jacobi. So we call this treatment as Jacobi responses to 2 club opening. So from 2 spades and 2 no trump and 3 minor shows a good suit and 8 points or more. And this 2 no trump for showing hearts is alertable. It usually shows a balanced hand with 8 points or more, but it's so ineffectively useless. It just wrong-sides the no trump opening. And now we're going to look at principle of fast arrival when it comes to 2 club opening. Basically, if your hand is weak, you should arrive to the ideal contract. However, if your hand is strong, you need to save bidding space to gauge partners' hand values and shapes. With less than 2 control points, just raise the game. With 2 control points or more, slowly approach to force the game. There's a difference between just raising to game or forcing to game. The latter is about keep going with the bidding, while the other is just preemptive as a sign-off. And regarding control points, it's about first round controls and second round controls. Controls are basically having controls on a certain suit to take tricks immediately. Usually aces and kings are controls, but in suit games, voids and singletons are much as worth as aces and kings. In the old days, some would even count first round controls at 3 control points. But for simplicity, we're going to count aces and voids as 2 control points and using singletons as one. They're quite different to ordinary points. For example, you have this as responder here to openers 2 clubs. You don't have a good set enough, so you bid 2 diamonds to later show the club suit. Now, opener rebids 2 hearts. Now you count your control points here, and it's just 1 on this spade king. And since you have support for openers hearts, which shows 5 cards or more, you bid directly to heart game, and then you get to the ideal contract here. That's why opener passed. Here's another example. Again, you have your partner open 2 clubs, and you bid 2 diamonds. Not enough to have a good suit here. And you hear a heart response from opener. And now you have enough to support, so you count your control points. There's 2 on the ace of hearts and a diamond singleton. So that's 3 control points. So you want to keep the bidding to go on by bidding 3 hearts, which is below game. And the bidding should go on to game by least, or even slam. So here's what we've looked at about strong 2 club bids, and 2 diamond waiting and 2 heart negative, the latter one being alertable. And 2 no trump shows hearts, which is also alertable. And we've looked at how to show big balanced hands through 2 clubs, and the systems are on. And finally, we've looked at principle of fast arrival to game. We've also looked at controls as well. So on the next lesson, we're going to look at the biggest and last part of non-competitive bidding. Which is about slams. Also, controls do matter on slam biddings. We're going to look at it again. These first round control and second round control things, they play a big role in there. So, get prepared. There's a lot of things to learn. Even though I've compressed everything as possible, but you gotta take your notepad and something to write. And after lesson 12, we're going to look at some bridge bidding examples so we can actually assess on the information going on there. So until then, by next Saturday, 5 p.m. on Korean Standard Time, let's step up more on contract bridge. Kyoumo! And yes, I'm about to reference some Space Jam on the interlude, just like today.